It's the Mark and Tony Show. Tonight's guests, actor Steven Ciceron.
He works both coasts as far as doing commercial work, movie, film, TV commercials, even some theater work. He stands all about 5 foot tall. I think he's about as tall as Al Pacino.
Yep.
And we've both worked with him on Mark's Place. Good kid, nice guy. Never on time though, but it's all right.
Oh, hi. You must be Alexandros. I'm...
My 2 o'clock. Welcome.
I honestly haven't taken photos of myself in a...
Where's your makeup?
Well, I was just going to put on a little bit of foundation.
Follow Milo. He's just going to help you make a few minor adjustments.
Well, that's okay. I prefer a more natural look.
No, it's mostly for the camera. Milo won't overdo it.
I think I'm all ready.
One moment.
I don't remember these on your website.
Oh, those are all just different lighting demonstrations. We like to see those photos left our models speechless. Come over here, on the X. Look into the camera. A little less teeth. Less. Exquisite. Keep that pose. I want to get a few more.
Everybody, a round of applause for Mr. Steven Ciceron.
There he is.
I just noticed those. Check out them shoes.
No wonder you were late.
Wow.
I don't know what the protocol is anymore. Do you hug? Do you shake hands? Do you give the elbow? I mean, you're a producer.
I'll tell you what we do first. We sit down and we relax.
Here's really how it goes.
Ladies before
you hug the ladies and just shake hands with the guys. Okay, have a seat.
I tell you,
It makes more sense.
It's funny, your producer, Sonny Velosi, he told me to make sure I brought my vaccination card. And he said, and bring an 8x10 glossy. So I thought he meant a headshot, but no, he wanted my vaccination card in an 8x10 glossy.
So did you bring it?
Yeah.
Well, you should have brought it here so we could have just displayed it right out here in front,
You're
Steven.
right. I would want a nice border around
Yeah.
it, too. And by the way, I'm 5 feet, 7.5 inches, a big 5, 7.5 inches.
Okay,
More
so
like
there
Tom-
it is. It's on record, everybody. So on his IMDb and his SAG card, I want everybody to know he's 5'7".
Okay, all right.
So-
We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna start where we know you. Well, at least I know you best, and I think you do as well. On Mark's Place, okay? Our show on Amazon Prime. Now, Steve is always the subject of. Well, I'll let you take it from here. Why don't you tell us about your character on Mark's Place?
So my character is basically a frustrated actor who thinks he's better than what he is, and he can't get an acting job. And he's been trying for years and years. He comes from money, but his parents won't give him the money. And he's also maitre d' of this restaurant, Mark's Place, which is a dive bar.
Hey,
wait a minute, wait a minute.
yourself.
Hey, easy,
Watch,
easy.
watch.
But he tries to make it like a French restaurant. And he speaks
Okay.
French on there and tries to make it more elegant than what it is.
And that's our first problem, but go ahead.
And so
yeah.
he gets into trouble and all that kind of stuff, playing both roles.
Yep. And I'll tell you, one of my favorite scenes in the movie was when we were kidnapped. Okay? You're going to have to watch the show if you haven't seen this, but we all ended up getting kidnapped.
One in the car?
One in the car, yeah.
Man.
Calm down, boss. I got it all under control.
Yeah, I can see that, but what is this FBI nonsense?
I had to say something. You guys were in trouble.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell is going on here. We just passed 2 more gas stations. Will you please pull over? I got to go.
Please let him out of this car. His scent is invading my space. Yeah, that's the one we recorded.
No, that was later when we got. What do you mean I farted?
Well, you do that throughout the show anyway,
Well,
so there was nothing
No,
different.
he goes, you're invading my privacy. Or you're invading my what? Space. Yes.
A little background, Steven. Obviously, you and I have known one another because we've done a lot of movies together.
Sure.
Obviously, we've done Mark's
And you
Place
treat me
together.
as little brother.
I treat you as my little brother. I'm trying to direct you like I couldn't today because you weren't around to be directed. But yes, we kind of make sure we hit our marks. We make sure we have our lines down. We make sure
Right,
everything is
right.
everything is politically correct as far as the movies go.
Yeah.
But I want to know, since you are bi-coastal and you are working obviously out here, you're working out east. Are you doing a lot of theatrical work out east? What's happening back there?
No,
on the other...
actually, I haven't done too much theater work. Especially, I was supposed to do something in L.A. The Broadway musical Matilda.
Okay.
Was going to be out in L.A. and then it was canceled at the last moment. But I don't do as much theater as I used to when I first started. I do more film. So what I did, I was just in New York City. I got back 2 days ago, and I played Demetrius, which was patriarch of a vampire clan family.
How'd you like doing that?
I liked it because it was an evil role, and you know how I'm really enjoying those evil roles.
I was going to say, for you, that
really did.
You're really getting your acting chops.
I'm loving the evil because it's not me. I'm a friendly guy, but I had the long hair. I was sporting the long hair. I just cut like 5 or 6 inches off my hair.
It's a lot shorter
So,
now.
I mean, how many men are willing to give up 6 inches?
It's a morning show, everybody, but we'll keep it going. Good old Steven. He threw me that zinger right there.
Here we go. Glad it wasn't me. Hey, listen, I got to tell these guys, I watch him on Facebook, and he puts up little photos and things that he does. My favorite is when you came one day to the set on Mark's Place, you said, guys, I got to go. I can't be here tomorrow. I got to go learn how to ride a horse.
Oh, that's right. That was from my cowboy movie.
That's your cowboy movie. Weren't you Sheriff Marshall Dillon?
That's right.
Follow 5'7" of you or
So
something?
I lied on that. Basically, when I was auditioning for that, they said, can you ride a horse? I said, of course I can. No actor's going to say he doesn't do it. I mean, if you say you're going to tap dance, you learn how to tap dance. And with Facebook, YouTube, you can learn that. So I learned how to ride a horse.
So what did you think?
I
saw
can
a
ride
picture of you on a horse with a
with the
motorcycle
long hair
helmet,
bouncing
though.
up and down.
Yeah.
I felt like Bo Derek.
That's my kid brother for you, everybody. He does another zinger. We're up to 2, and I am keeping count.
Oh, God, help me.
Because this segment will end at some point, and then he and I will have words.
Really, deep down inside.
Don't ever make him angry.
And deep down inside, he wants to be Brad Pitt, okay? I know this.
Yeah, that's
okay?
right.
He tells us,
Exactly.
look, at these two SAG guys, I'm new in the business, okay? So I'm just kind of,
Well, you'll be a SAG actor at one point, too.
Really?
So, yeah,
You think I
you'll
can
get
get there?
You'll get
What do
there.
you think? You think
Look,
I can?
at Steven and I got there. You're going to get
Oh,
there.
if you guys got there, I know I'm going to make
There
it.
you
That's
go.
for sure. Are you kidding me?
Don't we know somebody that can maybe help him,
I thought you knew him.
Somebody in SAG?
Oh.
Actually, you know what?
I
would
don't
like
think
to-
I know.
I wouldn't mind a role.
Tony, it may take a little longer.
You know what? Forget about
Tony,
me.
it
We'll
may
talk
take a
about me
lot
later. One day I'll
longer.
be a guest when I get fired. So why don't you continue on with your story? Tell us, have you lived in the desert forever?
No.
Where's your home?
Well, actually, now it's in Palm Springs, but I work in LA and I work in New York, so I go back and forth, but I consider home base Palm Springs. I was a theater major and a psychology major. I later went on and became a psychologist. I did get my doctorate. I'm a licensed psychologist.
Really?
So yeah, and I did do that for a while, but when I got tired of listening to my wife nagging and everything like that, I figured I'd let that go. But yeah, so basically I started in theater, and then I went back, got my MBA, did some consulting work, worked for a pharmaceutical company, did some real estate, wasn't sure of myself, and then got into acting about 10 years ago and fell in love with it. Did a little theater, then moved into film.
Well, very, very good. Are you doing anything with the real estate market out here? Is booming. Do you still act?
Oh,
You're not
no,
even active in that
my
at all
sole
right now.
source of income is
It's
with
just
acting.
strictly in the acting profession
I'm
right now.
what you call the old-fashioned working actor.
Okay, so I got to ask this question. So, we've dealt with many singers on this show. So what is the life of Steven Ciceron like when you wake up in the morning? I mean, and obviously you don't go punching a time clock somewhere. I mean, how do you get these roles? What are you looking for? What do you do? I mean, are you doing stuff online, or, do you show up for auditions? How does that all work?
So I start by combing my long, it's not long anymore, I comb my hair. But then I go on and look for auditions. But I also have an agent, on the East Coast, I have an agent here on the West Coast, I have a manager, and recently just got a manager in London. So I don't know what that will bring a lot. And I feel I can promote myself better anyway than they can, because they're always looking, sometimes sending you roles that you don't think are any good, and they don't work for you, and then you go on the audition, your heart's not in it, and you're not good for the part, you don't get the role.
So are you kind of, even though you have a management team, managers, agents, and things of that nature, do you find that you're still scoring more of the work on your own versus them trying to?
Oh yeah, I know
set you,
exactly what
because-
I'm looking for, the mood that I'm in.
Okay.
So you work it hard.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Oh yeah,
Every single day.
It's definitely a lifestyle. Yeah.
So before we forget, I really want to give a plug to our friend Angela Romeo and the work that you're doing with her as well. Why don't you tell us about that?
So Angela and myself and Jody Lippman, 3 actors, we put together a new production company, and we're producing some films. What we're starting with actually right now is, we submitted it already, it's called Always Here.
Yes.
We submitted it as a short, and then we're going to turn it into a series. We're on the 3rd episode, and it can even be turned into a feature if we like.
Oh, very
We
good.
also have something.
congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that first.
Before you
That's
continue,
really
tell
cool.
us your role in that. What do you do?
So in that one, I play Bram, and I basically play a guy who's overwhelmed by his mother. She's just constantly picking on him, and she's dead, but she's alive in the computer because she got into black magic. So she's still very much in my life.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, with the computer and all. And
Yeah.
eventually she'll get out of the computer and she'll go in my mirror when I'm getting out of the shower and I'm naked. And then, I'm sorry, this is more.
Again,
It's
we're
okay.
up to
It's all
3
right.
now.
It's all right. It's all right. So far, so good. We're still going to be on the air, I think.
Oh, really? Lay off. I don't see you lifting a finger around here to help. Damn, you won't even move the coffee cup up to the sink. When was the last time the great Vandy LaFleur ever did anything but complain? One wrong keystroke, and poof, your history. Then we're working on something called Three Peas in a Pod. It's where 3 people get together around 9/11, and our lives are so different. Basically, psychiatrist, and Angela is a lawyer, and Jody is a singer.
Okay.
And 3 different lives, and we fight a lot in the beginning, and then we sort of make friends, and the different situations that we get into. That could be made into a short, a play, or a film also. So we're trying to keep that in mind, all the different
Good going,
venues.
Stephen.
You guys have been together a long time, but before we close this thing out here, I want to tell you this. Thank you so much for all your help on the set, and because I'm pretty much new in this business, and you've been a great coach, and when we work side by side, I have a lot of fun working with you as well. So I look forward to more in the future.
We have a lot of natural talent. You're a lot of fun to be with.
Thanks.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
Very good.
You as well.
Very, very good. Listen, everybody, we'll be right back with Miss Shelby Winstead. So stay tuned.
Yes.